I get asked all the time, who's your favorite Cars character? And it's impossible not to say Lightning McQueen. Maybe it's basic, maybe it's cliche, but how can it not be Lightning McQueen? He's the face of the franchise, super likable, relatable character, and he just looks good in any paint job. He's the most customizable and repeatable character that we got. Outside maybe Ramone, who you could just slap a new color on, and yeah, he looks pretty awesome. But yeah, I mean, I love my McQueen variants. I love my McQueen customs. I don't think Mattel does enough McQueens, and they do a lot. I just wish they did more different ones. Instead of Rust-eze, Fabulous, Cars 1, Cars 3, Cars 2, like just, give us something else to chew on a little bit. And today we're going to do just that with this custom Lightning McQueen based on the Disney Store Bob Pauley version of him. And we'll get into that. You guys might not really know what all that's about. It's kind of old by now, but very excited to talk about that. This custom was done by Jerrod Darrow of Darrow Design. I'll leave his contact info in the description below if you want to reach out to him regarding commissions or whatnot, questions, whatever you may have. Contact info down below. I don't make customs. A lot of people comment on these videos saying, how'd you make that? What'd you do? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I just bought it online. Like, it's as simple as that. Those questions are for the customizers. So let's dive right on in here. Back when the Disney Store, or as it's also called, Shop Disney, was in its prime, they did what's called Artist Series, where they would collaborate with a significant, prominent figure in the Cars Pixar world and have them kind of create a theme and then translate onto 3 die-casts, whether it be McQueen, Mater, Fillmore here, McQueen, Mater, Ramone, McQueen, McMissile, Holley Shiftwell. There were probably about 5 or 6 of these. They would do the 1/43 scale in the acrylic cases like this that were pretty commonly available back then in the stores. They would do also a 1/24 scale version, like one of the Jada scale versions that was super rare. Like they limited how many of those they made. And so that would complete the Artist Series. There was a D23 4-pack that included one from 4 of the series, by the way, as well. So that is another way that this guy here got released. A lot of people forget about that very rare, awesome set. But yeah, Bob Pauley, who Bob Pulley, the Tokyo Taxi Cab, got named after, did these ones here, the blue series, basically. That's what it's mostly identified as. Pixar Cars production designer, so like I said, someone in the space of Pixar Cars. Bob Pauley drew inspiration for his Cars Artist Series collection from several classic sports cars, including the iconic 1960 endurance racers, from the mid-engine placement, multiple air scoops, mag-style wheels, fastback body styling, and iconic graphics. This collection pays homage to the great racing legends of a bygone era. Only used to be $10. That's a pretty good deal, all things considered. You have the Artist Series logo up here in cursive, and then his, oh, I guess they don't have his signature on here. I thought they did. But yeah, they kind of give a synopsis of the series as a whole, celebrating the exciting details and capturing the automotive culture. This diecast collection of your favorite Cars characters was inspired and created under the guidance of Pixar Animation Studios' most renowned artists. Okay? Couple other ones, I believe, like Shuster got a line. I think Jay Ward, John Lasseter did one as well. And some other guys, maybe that I'm not too familiar with. But as you can see, this is what Jerrod Darrow based this McQueen off of. And now, while it isn't exact, and I'm honestly happy about that, I'm glad that he didn't just copy and paste it onto a 155 scale Mattel car. He changed up a few things. We got chrome wheels now. That's awesome. The back there is a little bit different. Just so they aren't carbon copies of each other, it would kind of be redundant in getting a Mattel version of it. So yeah, I'm happy that he changed up a few things, but still kind of retains the general gist. Lighter blue. A couple decal changes. You have the wheel changes there as well. The backs are pretty much the same, but again, some decal changes. I do love the circular 95 logo that they went with here. And, like Bob Pauley was describing there, very classic, very 1960s-esque. Jerrod Darrow went for a nice expression here, a little bit different from where we're used to. McQueen looking off to his right. Now, I feel like he must have used a NASCAR Lightning McQueen for this custom to get the netting there in the window, which was awesome. That was a great call. And you do have the chrome, very nicely done, chrome window bars there on the back and on the sides here. So he kind of emulates the style of window on the actual Shop Disney Store version. You have the Dynaco 400 decal there, a couple other Lightyear RS MQ GT, which is off of the Disney Store version. So McQueen GT. Oh, there's the signature for Bob Pauley. I knew it was on there somewhere. It was just on the base. Very nice, classic look, elegant. Got the gas cap back here. I do love like the almost mirror chrome wheels. Those look great, super shiny. Use the same paint probably on those window bars there as well. Back looks good. I love the 95 logos kind of sparkled throughout, looking good. Very reminiscent, honestly, of Radiator Springs Lightning McQueen in that he also uses some circular 95 logos. And another Artist Series McQueen that we will get to kind of uses them as well. The John Lasseter one, but I don't want to really spoil it. I guess that's all I'll show for now, because that is one of my absolute favorite custom Lightning McQueens. I'm definitely going to save that one for a little later on. Obviously, it doesn't really matter when it comes to customs, but I still like to kind of, do my favorites last, save the best for last. Not to say I don't like this one. I like them a lot, but compared to the Hawaiian one, yeah, this guy doesn't really stand a chance. But yeah, you have Darrow's logo down there. You use screws to put this guy back together. And yeah, probably used a NASCAR Lightning McQueen to get the netting there in the windows. Otherwise, I don't know how else he would have done that. Now, we can't do this without comparing him to a couple other blue Lightning McQueens. Of course, you have Dynaco Lightning McQueen being the most iconic. And really, there aren't that many similarities, but I had to show them, obviously. Whenever you see Lightning McQueen in blue, it's just kind of a jarring at first thing because it's such an opposite color from what we're used to seeing with McQueen. And then, of course, more recently, Fabulous Lightning McQueen, so on the darker end of the spectrum. But yeah, I have a bunch of custom Lightning McQueens I still need to review. So you'll see this one, of course. You'll see the Hawaiian ones. There are actually two, because there's the one that they did in 143 scale and the 124 scale ones. And then I have a couple other custom McQueens from the Artist Series, but by a different customizer that I've actually had for a long, long time, like probably 6 years maybe at this point, maybe not quite that long. These I got earlier this year, and yeah, still a while since I got around to reviewing them. I have a huge queue of custom cars that I want to review, and when there's not a ton of new stuff to review on stores or getting stuff from Australia to review, customs are a perfect thing to slot on in. But I don't want to get too backed up with them. Like, I have probably like 20 to 30 customs of a backlog that I want to get to the review, but I know a lot of those will probably just bleed into 2025. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think of these. I'm a big fan. I never opened this series because it was one of the last ones released along with the John Lasseter one. And I don't know, it was kind of strange. I don't know really why I didn't open them. I think it was kind of had like an influx of, it was like the intersection of me becoming super busy with high school at the time, me not being gung-ho about making YouTube videos at the time like I did them, and like that was that. Like I wasn't as consistent or as enthusiastic or as dedicated as I am now, which is a crazy thing to say. Like, I feel like I've had success at every level, of my career during the channel here, and I've always been very excited. I've never really experienced burnt out, but maybe that was retrospectively like a small little episode of like mini burnout, and I just never ended up getting to open these. Also, you guys might know this from previous behind the scenes videos, this mater here always is the stand for my camera. Unless we're doing a review where I don't need to open the car and it just automatically sits on the table here, I put it on top of this. It fits in perfectly. As you can kind of see the marks here, kind of like wedges on top of the car's logo. So that is why the package of this Mater is a lot more messed up. It's a lot more, yeah, like what the hell happened here, Mater. But yeah, no, maybe I'll open them one day, but because those are looking so great in the package, and Mater here obviously has served a purpose for the entirety of his time with me, I don't know, maybe I'll just keep them packaged and, you know, try and get Mater and Fillmore also done in a Mattel body, and yeah, that would be kind of cool. But yeah, guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye now.